Hope when you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Hope when your purpose finds you, you answer the call. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love with all you have. For everything you receive, you give something back. And I hope that you find the good amidst the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. Saw so many places, the things that I did. With every broken boat, I swear I live. Hope that you spend your days, that they all add up. Yeah, yeah. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. Until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. Saw so many places, the things that I did. With every broken boat, I swear I live. With every broken bone, I swear I live. Every broken bone, I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. Saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken boat, I swear I live. I swear I live.
Well, good morning, everybody. Look at what happened this week. Yeah. How exciting. With a show of hands, how does it feel? Great? Raise your hand. Wow, wonderful. And just think, when the chairs are here, amen. There's not going to be any living with us. We're going to be so excited. And I have to say again, I am so grateful for the couple that donated this, because they made this happen. So I guess I should tell you, for anybody new, my name is Reverend Eileen, and I'm the senior minister and spiritual leader of this wonderful community. And I welcome all of you this morning. So glad to see you. And now I just would like us to come into a really centering prayer where we just take a nice deep breath together and we recognize that we are God's love and wholeness, that love and wholeness is who we are. And as we come together this morning to celebrate that love and that wholeness that is within us, we give that to all that we need this morning, all the people in our lives that we touch and that touch us. And we get ready to celebrate who we are this morning with Reverend Dr. Joe Hooper, ready and willing to look at who we are, the goodness that is within us. And so it is. Amen. Amen. So let's rise up now and do our opening song.
I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Yes, you are. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light of the love, in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am.
Yes, I am.
In the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. Do your parts now.
In the light, in the love, in the
God
glory.
created
In the light, in the love, in the
in
glory.
the light,
In
in
the
the
light,
love,
in
in
the love,
the
in the
glory.
glory.
I am as God created
In the
me,
light, in the love, in the
in the
glory.
light, in the love, in the glory. Now clap it out.
In the light, in the love,
am
in
as
the
God
glory.
created
In the light,
me,
in the love, in the
in
glory.
the light, in the
In the
love,
in
in the glory.
Woo!
I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Now all together, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. First jump on the new carpet. Woo!
Yay! I love christening this new space. Oh, thank you guys so much for being with us today. I'm going to introduce you to the music team. We got Brian on the drums, CL on piano, Jesse on guitar, Amy, me, hi. It's very weird introducing yourself. And now I get the pleasure of introducing our platform host, David Card.
Hey. Thank you, Amy. Good morning, Unity. My name is David Karg, and I'm always my joy to be your host today. And I'm one of the prayer chaplains here at Unity, and it's always my pleasure to pray with anyone requesting prayer support. And you know, I love Unity because we're a spiritual community of unconditional love, and we teach what we call practical Christianity. And the principles we talk about allow us to live our truth, our spiritual truth, in joy and harmony each day as we come together in unconditional love, just like we're doing here this morning. Pretty good, right? Yes. So I'd like to invite any newcomers or first-time visitors to stand if you're comfortable with that. Anyone here for the first time, just stand. We just want to say hi, just recognize you. Thank you. Wow, look at this. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all standing. That was nice. So, as always, we're now going to invite our community to say with me to our guest, whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And all newcomers are invited. We have a welcome center out here in the breezeway after service, and we'd like to present you with a gift from all of us at Unity of Naples, and we hope to see you once again. So just a few announcements this morning. Higher Grounds invites you to join the fun on Friday, September 13th, 7 p.m., for an evening of music, laughter, refreshments, and fellowship, featuring, yes, the multifaceted, the multi-talented Suzanne Soul. Yes! Woohoo! And, get this, and as an added treat, you get to be part of the show with Suzanne opening the mic to your best jokes, the best jokes, guys, right? And karaoke in the second half. So tickets include snacks and drinks. And Reverend Eileen and Life Study Book Club will be starting a new book on Wednesday, August 28th, Love or Die by Sandy Meadows and Stan Wink. Invites you to discover how to experience oneness in an egocentric world. Okay, all are welcome to join in each Wednesday at 11 a.m. in the gathering room, or you can attend on Zoom, right? Okay. And our theme for 2024 is Practical Tools for Spiritual Living, and our August theme is The Power of Life. And today's message is entitled, Just When You Think It's Over, by Reverend Joe Hooper. So I now invite you all to stand and join me as we recite our community purpose statement. So please say with me, we are a spiritual community that inspires profound personal and global transformation by empowering one another to awaken to the truth of who we are. And please stay standing and meet your neighbors with love. Yes.
So good morning. I am so excited to be here. Thank you again for having me back. We're going to move into meditation now. And Jack Kern, you said, right? Jack Kern was the founder here. How many of you were here when Jack was here? Really? Wow, cool. It's wonderful to see this evolve, right? Eileen and I were talking about meditation today and the importance of meditation. And that the reason why we do meditation before we move into the service is because most of us come into the center or come into the church here with something on our heart. Anyone here have that a little bit? You don't have to raise your hand. I got you. I'm going to assume that everyone has, right? And it's an opportunity for us to just put that aside for a while and put our mental state ready to receive the message for today that will help you move through whatever that is. So that's the goal in meditation, just to slow the mind down. You know, getting out the door, taking care of things, walking the dog, whatever it is, now it's time to just be present. So I invite you now to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, sit up straight, put your chin up a little bit because we don't pray down, we pray up into the horizon of possibilities. And let's just know this. You were brought here for a purpose today. There's a reason why each and every one of you walked into the room. You are here by divine appointment. And you came in and you showed up for your appointment. And the universe recognizes that commitment. And now when there's an openness and a receptivity on your part to allow yourself to move through today's service, the great possibilities of healing will exist and the potential and the opportunities will present themselves because you're showing up. So take another deep breath in. And get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done and everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, and everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this sacred moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Please join me, the lyrics are up here. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. There you go. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready one more time. Get ready, my soul. So let's take a deep breath in. And one more. There you go.
There is freedom within. There is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead. Many battles are lost, but you'll never see the end of the road when you're traveling with me. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. You know they won't win. Now I'm towing my car. There's a hole in the roof. My possessions are causing me suspicions, but there's no proof. In the paper today, tales of war and of waste, but you turn right over to the TV page. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Now I'm walking again to the beat of the drum, and I'm on the steps to the door of your heart. Only shadows ahead, barely clearing the roof. Get to know the feeling of liberation and release. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a world between us. We know they won't win. No. You know they won't win. Oh yeah.
Way to go, Amy and Jesse and the band. Great job. So have you ever gone through life and you thought, just when you thought this problem was over, and then you wake up the next day and you go, really? Again? Anybody have that? If you've said that, if you've had that feeling, say amen. I know, we're sealing it in truth. See that? We all have had that feeling before. So I've had that, and I've had to learn how to deal. Thank you for sitting up front, because I always think, did I shower? Am I offending somebody? The carpet, yeah, exactly. Jeez, all right. Getting a hard time from everybody. All right. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, hold on. Just talk amongst yourselves. You want to do that for me, and I'll just let you know? Perfect. Thank you. Less stress on me. Oh, wait a minute. That's the last slide. That was my finale. You can't give him you can't lead with that. You can't lead with. There's nowhere to go when you lead me with that one. Am I good to try it again? So I do interpretive dance in situations like this. And first of all, beautiful carpet. I have to tell you, though, I was looking out. Well, I'm waiting, vamping, right? I have to tell you, I was looking out over here, and I thought to myself, I wonder if there's anything out there that I would be afraid of in that lake. Yeah, you think? Yeah, it kind of bothered me. All right, well, I'm going to give it to you anyway. Strength isn't about how much you handle before you break. It's about how much you can rise up after you felt like you've been broken. So just when you think it's over, right? It's not about the strength that you have to think, I'm going to break through this. No, it's the strength that you have when it's done and you go, okay, I made it through this. Remember that song, I made it through the rain? You know, and you're just like, you've made it through so much. No matter how old you are, your life has been a series of events, and strength isn't about how much you handle before you break. It's about how you can rise up after you felt like you've been broken. Can anyone relate to that? So that means sometimes I have to admit to myself that I have flaws in my thinking because I forget to remember that. Are you with me? A lot of times we forget to remind, R-E, capital M, God's mind. We forget to remind ourselves of what we know about ourselves spiritually because we get so caught up in what's going on in everyday life. So that's one of my flaws. So I came up with a new term, and I happened to find it online, which was good. Flawsome. You know when people go, oh my God, you're awesome, and you think, people go, oh my God, you're awesome. And I'm like, if you only knew me, you wouldn't think that. You know? Because I have my flaws. So now we have a new adjective, flawsome, an individual who embraces their flaws and knows they're awesome regardless. So you're all so flawsome, aren't you? Say to your neighbor, you are flawsome. You are just flawsome. There we go. Someone recently commented on my lack of spiritual response to a situation in my life. They always go, well, you're a minister. You should respond differently. I'm like, I'm a human being. So I said, look, there will be times when I'm not a good example, and in those times, just look at me as a fabulous warning. Because no matter how long you've been in this teaching, no matter where you are on your spiritual journey, there's an expectation that you have a certain degree of I don't know, let it go, I can go with the flow. But yet part of us gets to that place and something just gets under your door. Usually an in-law. Something gets under, or an HOA. That's another one. Should I keep going? Because I know you can identify with it. Something gets underneath you a little bit and you lose that spiritual component just for a second. It's not gone forever, but in that moment, when you respond, you go, oh, I shouldn't have said that way. So just remember, sometimes you're a fabulous warning to people that no matter where they are in their spiritual journey, everybody's going to trip up, right? All right, next slide, please. Staying positive does not mean that things will turn out okay. Rather, it's knowing that you will be okay no matter how things turn out. That one's a challenge. Because when we're in the process, we're saying, I need to stay positive so things are going to turn out a certain way. And there's this great energy around that. But sometimes when it doesn't turn out that way, you still have to know, I'm going to be okay no matter what happens here. The universe has a plan for me, and I have a plan for the universe, and we're going to co-create together to manifest whatever is necessary for me to keep moving through whatever experience I want to move through, no matter how difficult. Are you with me? Next one, please. Don't let the entire staircase overwhelm you. Just focus on that first step. Back in Palm Desert, I would do a lot of counseling for people. We were, Palm Desert's like God's waiting room, right? So I would do a lot of counseling with people who had various illnesses and things. And Jesse, hold on. Can I turn this on? Yeah. Does anyone else suffer from personal summers? I'm always having personal summers. I would talk to people who are going into chemotherapy. I would talk to people who are going into some sort of therapy for becoming well again. And they would talk about it in its aggregate. And I would say to them, don't talk in the aggregate, just take the first step. You know, the first step's always the most difficult one. Once I'm in, okay? And many times when you're walking through a situation like that, it's not a good idea to play out the aggregate. It's a good idea to stay in the moment, stay focused, and bless what's ever happening. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick, I'm just going to add this in, which you know I have a hard time focusing, can you tell? So one of the things that I had was, just before I left, was a woman who was having chemotherapy, and she said, I hate it. I just absolutely hate it. And I said, ooh. And then when she would call the building that she went, I call it the pit. I have to go to the pit, and I have to get this stuff, and I hate it. I said, you know what? Let's turn that around, because if you want this to work, as unpleasant as it is, you have to bless it while you're going through it, or your body's saying, I don't want this. There's a mental rejection of what you're going through and what you're doing. So bless that process, even though sometimes it's really uncomfortable. Sometimes you get nauseous or sick or whatever it is, we have to bless the process as we're going through it. Otherwise, our mind is saying, I don't want this to work because I hate this. Are you following me? So it's a state of mind. So just when you think it's over, don't say those kind of words. You say those words like, I am blessing everything that's happening right now. Next one, please. There are not winners and losers. There are winners and learners. Since that time, I need to add, stop trying to love the warning signs out of people. By the way, I have your talking points for when you're leaving today. But a lot of people look at life as winners and losers. You know, I didn't get something, so I'm a loser. No, you're a learner. There's winners and learners. And one of the best things I found lately is I see a lot of red flags in people. Does anyone ever see those? Are you with me? And you go, ooh, I'm seeing the red flags. And then part of our spiritual, metaphysical upbringing is we just need to accept them and love them through it. Well, you're right about one point. We need to love them through it, but it's okay not to hang out with them. Just because you shared a womb doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to share dinner. Right? I say that because holidays are coming up, right? So sometimes it's hard to love the warning signs out, so you just have to heed them and go, I don't want to make the same mistake twice. I will love them and bless them on their journey, because I've always said some people bless us by coming and others by going. Have you had those people in your life? Yeah. Some people look better from behind walking out the door. Totally agree. Next one, please. One of the greatest lessons in life is that everything I've ever lost has been replaced with something better. I never lack. I just transition. The things that I thought were lost, and I mean heartfelt lost, where you thought, oh my God, this is painful, this hurts. It set me up for some sort of a transition into something else. Now, when you're in the middle of it, it can feel very uncomfortable because you don't know what that thing is yet. It's not seen by you yet. That's when you have to walk in faith and not fear, knowing that whatever's going to come forward in my life is going to fill that vacancy and then some. But that has to be your mantra. That has to be your belief. When we hang on to the old things that have already departed, what we're saying is to the universe, I don't want anything else new in my life. There has to be remember when we did the prayer thing, when we all danced through prayer? There has to be this openness and receptivity to something greater moving into our experience. We don't lack, we're transitioning. Next one, please. Maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming anything. This is from Greg Braden. Maybe it's about unbecoming everything that isn't really you, so you can be who you were meant to be in the first place. We talk about becoming. I was thinking about when I was a kid, superheroes were big. They're big now. I don't pay attention to them, but they're big. Spider-Man, Superman, and a little kid always has that imagination. And when they put that I remember looking at my nephew, he put that Superman shirt on. He thought he was Superman. He tried to fly. It didn't work very well, but he had no fear in that, right? Where is that person that we used to have in there, that little superhero? They're under there somewhere. And maybe we need to really kind of deprogram all the layers that we've built up over time and realize that underneath there, inside of you, you have everything you've ever needed. And you have access to whatever you might need to move you forward in any situation. We live in a world of expansion, not contraction. So if that's the case, then I know that I will not return to where I was, but I can recognize those places in my life where I have become something I don't want to become. Have you ever done that? None of you have ever lost your temper before, have you? How many of you have kids? Then I can guarantee you've lost your temper. All of you, all of us. At some point in time, we've lost our cool. We have to remember that that's not who we don't want to become more of that. We just made a mistake, and we move on. Next, please. Smooth seas don't make skillful sailors. When you encounter a wave, it's not an obstacle, but an opportunity to learn about yourself, prove your strength, develop new skills, and to come out wiser. Whenever you see the wave coming or you turn around and it hits you, just ride the wave. You're not going to be okay. You're already okay. In fact, you're getting stronger and wiser. Smooth seas don't make for great sailors. It's when you reach the difficulty that you really know who you are. It's when you hit those times. And I love the optimism of a surfer. You know that surfers, that they go out there and they paddle out there really early in the morning in their little wetsuits, and you're thinking, you're crazy, you're out there in the middle, you got to get eaten by a shark. But they sit there and they wait for the next wave. One's coming, isn't it? There's this surfer's optimism that the good one is just around the corner. And it may not be, so they don't ride this one because it doesn't look good, but they're waiting and they know that something bigger and better is coming. So it's that surfer's optimism that we should maybe want to tap into and realize that we already have what we need to be okay. Can you get the theme today that I'm trying to get? I want you to know that when we're always searching for something, we forget to recognize the things that we've already learned. We set those aside because they seem so primary, but we have to remind ourselves that this is indeed who we are. Next one. Many people continue to try to find themselves, but that's not how it works. You aren't a $20 bill you left in a pocket. You are not lost. There's nothing to find. You're already there. You're not lost. How could you get lost? Okay, does this make sense? God lost me. Does that add up to you? How can you ever be lost if you believe that you are part of this divine plan, this divine universe? You can never be lost because God is always present and you are always present in there. You are never lost, ever lost. Now, you may be confused. And I'm confused when I go in the kitchen. I go, what am I doing here? What was I thinking? Anybody? Yeah. I'm finding that out at stoplights, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, next one, please. Your true self is right there, buried under cultural conditioning, other people's opinions, and inaccurate conclusions you drew as a kid that became your beliefs about who you are. Finding yourself is actually returning to yourself. It's about unlearning, excavating, and remembering who you were before the outer world got its hands on you. Is this making sense today? I was thinking back. My teachings of unity pop up a lot now, which is interesting because when I was teaching at CSL, I kind of put that on the back burner. But my unity teachings keep popping up now that I'm speaking at Unity churches. I'm doing another one in Pompano next week. And what I've realized is I think I shared this with you last time I was here, my mother would always say, you are Christ's ideas manifested in a human being, right? That's a pretty lofty thing to say to a kid, right? And of course, I would go and say that to my friends who went to more traditional churches. And you can imagine how that went over. And I can't go over to their house and play anymore because I'm part of a satanic ritual, is what they thought. But it's awful lofty to think that we are Christ's ideas manifested in human form. But we are. That's who you are. Do you grab that authority? Do you grab that authority in your life? Do you grab that responsibility? Can you grasp that and say, okay, yes, I am? And a lot of that means we have to forget, again, we go back to forgetting the layers of things that have happened to make us feel like we're not. There's so many. All you have to do is turn on a TV and see an ad for any prescription drug. Did you wake up today? Oh my God, I better Google this on WebMD, right? All the symptoms that they give, I had to skip over those now because I think, I have like 14 things that he said in a matter of seconds. But that's not the truth of who I am. So don't become those things. And I always say to people, don't become your side effects. Have you ever read the side effects on a package? Yeah, I have family members that like to read the side effects on packages. And I'm like, don't do that. If something pops up, then you talk about it. But don't, because then you expect it. It's almost like a prayer. You're reading, okay, this is what's going to happen. No. Just, take it easy. Talk to your doctor, right? I'm not giving you medical advice, but I'm certainly saying don't focus on the side effects because you'll experience them. Next one, please. You are given a choice, evolve or remain. If you choose to remain unchanged, you will be presented with the same challenges, the same routine, the same storms, the same situations until you learn from them, until you love yourself to say no more, until you choose change. The resistance to moving into change, no matter what your age, will keep you from expanding. You cannot contract yourself into good. You can't shrink yourself into good. The community here is the same way. You can't contract and shrink, you expand and grow and thrive. It's the same thing in your life and my life. We take that opportunity to look at those situations, but we get the sameness. So if you say to yourself, I'm bored in my life, there's two things that happen when I'm bored in my life. I'm boring, number one. Number two, I've lost my imagination of things that can actually stimulate me into something better, and I choose to remain in the same place, doing the same thing, going to the same restaurants. Anybody? It's so funny, we live in Fort Lauderdale, and there are hundreds of restaurants, of which we go to probably 4. And we order the same thing off the menu. Floss them. Just floss them. And then I tell myself, I'm like, okay, we're going to make a commitment. We're going to go and make a change. We're going to go to a different place. And then we get in the car, and I'm like, yeah, I'm always sweating. Yeah, I'm personal summer. I get too excited. I get very excited. It's distracting. I'm sorry. So if you're experiencing the same thing day in and day out, see the red flag or the yellow flag in that. If life becomes too monotonous, change becomes more difficult. We have to continue to remain change agents, if you will. People who are willing to step into the unknown with faith, not fear. Next one, please. If you choose to change and evolve, you will connect with the strength within you. You will explore what lies outside the comfort zone. You will awaken to love. You will become, you will be. You have everything you need. Choose to evolve. It's not over. You know, I know a lot of people that are younger than, they're in their 25s, 30s, 40s, and they've already gone to Forest Lawn in their heads. And I know some people who have really given up far too soon in their life experience. And once they've given up, their physical body begins to show that they've given up. Things start to pop up where that it's more and more difficult to be more vibrant. So I would say to you, you will become who you are meant to become as long as you continue to evolve. And I bless each and every one of you for coming here today because you've made a choice to evolve. That's what happens here at this community. That's what I love about New Thought Movement. We don't teach you to go backwards. We teach you to evolve, to grow, and to change. Because it's just when you think it's over, there's always something on the horizon for you to do. Choose to evolve. And so ends your lesson. Thank you, everybody. And now we'll have our ushers come forward and we'll do the offertory. Eileen, I'm going to warn you about something. You can't see the change in steps here. Be very careful, anyone getting off and down. Just be careful, because I tried to dance that dance. Are you my two ushers? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So as you prepare today's love offering, I want you to think about something. I know you're doing buy a chair. We used to sell chairs at our church too. And in Pompano, they have a roof fund that people are contributing to. And every church has something that needs to be repaired, a big expense item that they're looking to have funded by the congregation. This is no different here. But I do need to say this, and I say this because I'm not on staff here. I'm not on payroll here. I can tell you that whenever someone donates a chair, but they don't donate on a Sunday, it has a very strong impact on the ability to run the center during the week. So I highly encourage you, if you want to buy a chair, buy a chair. But remember, that's kind of over and above what you commit to here on a Sunday. We really need to keep the center going. You're thriving. I can tell, look, you've got new carpet, you've got a great band, things are moving and hopping here, and this is a really good crowd for August 18th? This is a really good crowd. And if you want this to continue to expand and grow, we expect those people who are getting their good from here to give their good back to here. Does that make sense? And understand that whatever you give here, you're actually helping support yourself because it supports the programs that you have here. It supports the ministry that you get fed every Sunday by. Every Sunday you show up and you're fed by the very thing you're supporting. Does that make sense? So it does come back to you pressed down and flowing over. So I think you guys have something that you say here.
Yes.
Right? Help me. There we go.
Please say with me, divine
Love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
show me all that I must do. Command to think that God was the Son. God is the Son, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all and all, and God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do, as you show me all that I must do.
Together, we bless this offering with hearts full of gratitude for the resources provided to continue our sacred work. Let these gifts support our mission, uplift those in need, and brighten the light and the love we bring into the world. And so it is. Amen. So I'd like to remind everyone at the close of the service that we're a prayer ministry, and we invite you to pray with our prayer chaplains. Anyone desiring prayer today, whether it's something that weighs heavily on your mind or just something you're joyful about, you want to celebrate. So in either corner, we're going to have a prayer chaplain. You see the signs. And after the service, if you would like prayer support, please join us. We're there for you. And it'll be Doug Kraft and Madeline Meehan today, right? Okay, right here. So also, Reverend Joe will be in the gathering room right after service. If you'd like to take a little deeper dive into the message this morning, Reverend Joe had a lot of great points. So if you'd like to really discuss those in more detail, he'll be there for you. So it's in the gathering room right over here after service. So now I invite everyone, as we closing prayer. We're grateful for the wisdom and the inspiration we received today. Reverend Joe really hit home today. Yeah, just when you think it's over. No, it's about faith. It's about understanding. It's about evolving. We know that divine order is here. Divine order reigns supreme. And as we go forth in this sacred space, may we feel the shift within us, transformed by this beautiful message this morning. May we bless everyone we meet as we just carry our light and love into this world. And so it is. Amen.
Please rise up with me as we do our closing song. Grab the hand of the one beside you. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God say, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.